Let's go real quick on Gabriela.
On the zone. Oscar Collazo won in the main event. Not the first Southpaw 105-pound champion from Puerto Rico I can recall. I remember Iron Boy Iran Calderon, who's a Hall of Famer. Ivan Calderon.
Yeah.
Remember he was on the pound.
I know him because I met him.
Right.
I don't know nothing that you're talking about right now.
He was top 10 pound for pound. Watching Collazo, he's good with his feet. Kind of like what Madrimov did to Crawford. He takes his shuffle out, shuffles back in, and he'll do that until he gets what he wants. And then touch you with something, and then do it, rinse and repeat, and then eventually open up the offense behind that. Did good body work, good win. Some people he's the best fighter from Puerto Rico. I think Xander's better. But good win for Oscar Collazo. And then Gabriela, I gotta echo the sentiments from last time. Her opponents are overmatched at this stage of her career, and that's a credit to her and her dominance. She could, I'd have to break down tape on the Japanese champion above her weight class, Ellie Scottney, who has a title. But I suspect she could blow through the next 4 weight classes. I don't think there's a real challenge for her until you get to 26 against Serrano. And I don't know if I favor anybody to beat her until you get to 130 pounds against Alicia Baumgardner. I looked at the numbers. No woman can match up with her height or her reach until you get to Clarissa Shields.
Oh, wow.
It's not until you get to Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
If she were to skip 5 or 6 weight classes and fight Katie Taylor, she would be a few inches taller than her and still have a reach advantage. Wow. Now, obviously, they make weight classes for a reason.
Of course.
It's not just about height and reach.
Sure.
But I don't see anybody even coming close to stopping her until she gets to Serrano and Baumgardner. So, she could become 4-belt champion at 15, 18, 22. If she wants to do that, she's only 23, that's fine. But if the goal is to get her in a competitive big fight ASAP, she's going to have to move up 3 or 4 or 5 weight classes to fight Baumgardner or Serrano. And I think she beats Amanda Serrano.
I really want to rebuttal you, man, but we got to get out of here. I'm going to do it. It reminds me of Roy Jones. Everybody said that Roy was he outclassed, overmatched everybody that he got in the ring with until, of course, we know what point that was. And maybe that afforded him the opportunity to, and it's going definitely affords her the opportunity to have a show before the show.
Right.
And I think that as I'm listening to you, it gives me sentiments of Roy Jones. You got to do something else to make people really, look forward to seeing you in the ring, because it's a good 2 or 3 rounds and then it gets so one-sided. The other rounds were one-sided, but it's the anticipation of a fight happening. But once we get past that anticipation, it becomes all Gabriela, and that's cool, but give me something else.
And she's getting stoppages. She's not pitching shutouts. She's getting these girls out of there.
Yeah.
So she is mowing them down.
But give me something else. Do you agree?
It depends on what the viewer's looking for.
Yeah.
If the viewer is okay watching her become a dominant, lengthy reigning champion from 12 to 22 and rack up 3 or 4 divisions as undisputed champion, she could certainly do that and has youth on her side to do that. But if the viewer is, I just want to see her in a really competitive, I just want her to test her limits as soon as possible, then she would have to move up to 26 or 30 and fight Serrano or Baumgardner.